Greetings, guys. Once again, this is Sir Mtshweni, the maths tutor at Grade. Today, I want us to answer the question paper for grade 8. This question paper, it will help the grade 8 to understand the integers, the fraction, finding the LCM, and the factors. You'll notice as we go on, because I have included this question paper includes certain topics, but you'll understand as we begin to explain this question paper. Okay, the first thing here that you notice is that 0 divided by 7. 0 divided by 7, it is 0, even if you punch your calculator. This question is part of 2.1.1 is part of integers. Yes, this one's part of integers and exponents. Now we have 1 over 2 cube. What does it mean? It means now cube, it means this 1 over 2 has been multiplied 3 times. 3 times. What does it mean? It means 1 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 3 multiplied by 1 over 3. But let's look at the math. It is 1. 3 times 3 times 3. Oh, 1 over 2, not 1 over 3. Sorry about that. I thought it's 3. Instead, it's 2. Sorry about that. This is 2, 2, 2. It's 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 again is 1. 1 over. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. But if you have your calculator and you punch this, you will simply get 1 over 8 directly. That's why it is 1 mark. That's why it is also 1 mark. Otherwise, in other words, here I'm teaching how to answer the question paper. Also check that the marks. Simple. It's 1 over what? 8. Sorry about that. So now, they said write 12,000 in scientific notation. Scientific notation. Okay. When you write it in scientific notation, when you punch this in your calculator, 12,000, and you punch equal sign, it will give you 1,2 times 10 to the power what? 4. Why? Because you simply move 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you put where you stop, you put a comma here, which means 1,2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why times 10 to the power 4. But as for me, when I teach my learners, I show them a shortcut on the calculator, how they must do it. But let's continue. Answer the following question. Write down the LCM, lowest common multiples of 12 and 48, the lowest. How can you find the lowest common multiple? That's a question. It's 1 mark. What is the lowest common multiple of 12 and 48? You simply list the LCM, the multiples of 12. What are they? I promote that the learners list the first 5 first. The first 5. It's 12, what? 24. Isn't it? So about that, 24. That's 12. I mean, it's 36. What do we get? 48. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 12. 60. Multiples of 12. The first 5 multiples, list them. Then list the multiples of what? 48. They should be big. It is going to be 48. Okay. 96. 144, 192, 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one, 240. Now we want the lowest common multiple, the small value that is common on this multiple. 12, there's not 12, 24, do we have 24 here? No. 36, no. But the common value here, okay. The common value here is this one. I'm sorry about that. Okay, come back to this. The common value, it's 48. 48. So the lowest common, it should be what? 48. LCM of sort of 12 and 8 is equals to 48. That's the one that's common, the lowest, the one that's common. I hope it will make sense to everyone. Okay, move on to this question. Write down all the factors of 28, then write down the prime factors. Remember the prime factors, né? Okay, fine. Firstly, we write down the factors of 28. Factors of 28 are numbers that can be divisible, can be divisible to 28. The first one should be what? 1. Second one is 2. What? 4. 7. 28. Those are factors that can be divisible to 28. Then write down the prime factors. Remember the prime factors, which means now from the factors that you have found, now you have to write the prime factors of those numbers. What are the prime factors here? 2 and what? 7. So I'll go to, now we're answering the question. You first list the factors, then the prime factors. Say prime factors. Prime factors will be what? Of 28 equals to 2 and 7. Those are the prime factors of what? Of 28. How do you find the prime factors? Isn't it that you'll be having to calculate? You say 28 divided by your obvious one can divide 28. So 28 divided by 2. If it gives you a whole number, which means 2 qualifies. Go to 3, 28 divided by 3, find that it's a fraction. No, 28 divided by 4, it gives a whole number, you put a 4, and so on, up until you'll find that, you'll notice that now the last one, it will be 28 itself, because 9 cannot be divisible to 28. All right, now get into this topic. This topic is the one that deals with distance, speed, and time. Talks about calculating the speed. If you're not calculating the speed, you're calculating the distance, or distance, speed, or time. This is what you usually given. Okay, calculate the average speed of a car traveling 720 kilometers. What is 720 kilometers? It is what? It is the distance. Distance is equal to 720 kilometers. 6 hours is what? It's time. 6 hours. So what do? Your formula will be speed equals to what? Distance over what? Over time. What's your distance? It's 720. What's your time? 6 hours. Have to continue this side. 720 divided by 6, you get 120. You don't just put 120. 120 kilometers per what? Per hour. Yeah. This one, the topic whereby you are being taught about distance, speed, and so on and so on. We come to this one. Fill in the missing numbers in the number sequence below. Having -1, -4, -7, then there's a value that is missing, then and so on. You just need this missing value. The question is, how can you find the middle value, or rather the value that is missing? Well, my advice, you have to count from here to here. How many did they add or subtract? From -1, it's going to be -2, -3, -4. It's 3 times -3. From here to here, -3. From here to here, -4, -5, -6, -7. It's also -3. So which means this pattern moves with a constant difference of what? -3. So it's going to be -7, -3. What do you get? -10. Your answer will be -10. -1 minus -3 gets this one, -4 minus this, you get that, this, that, and so on. You continue. The constant difference, it's this one. This is the topic for what? For number 13. If you understand the number pattern, you understand what I did here. I hope you understand. I'm teaching you how to answer the question paper. We move to question 3. Question 3 is mainly about the integers. Let's move. Having -4 minus, open brackets, -2, close the bracket, plus -2, and so on. This one, you first have to understand odd mass. Brackets. This is of division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Once you understand that one, it will be easy. You deal with what's inside the brackets, or the brackets first before you even continue. Now, which means on this one, you have to deal with the brackets first. All right. -4. Negative multiplied by negative, it gives you a positive. Positive what? 2. Or you can simply say, wherever there's negative like this attached to a bracket, you simply put a 1 and say -1 multiply -2, you get a +2. Sorry. Now, plus, yeah, for now, -3 minus -4. Negative and negative, they give you -7. It doesn't give you a positive. It gives a positive only when you multiply, because they are saying there are 3 negatives. 1, 2, 3. -4. -4 negative. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In total, there are 7 negatives. Well, I hope it makes sense. When you multiply, it's another thing, and when you just subtract directly, you just count the negatives. How many are there? Also about that. Then it's going to be negative what? -4 plus 2. -4 plus 2. If you notice, a positive number is bigger than a negative number. When the sign is positive, be it the value is big or small, that value is bigger, which means it's mainly 2. Oh, what's going on? Oh, my laptop now. This is what I don't like. What is happening now? I really don't like it.